Bam!
Oh!
Him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spin around, my car spin around like, I was like,
Oh, man. In terms of the decision, that may not make a difference.
what?
Yeah.
We did a show together, and it was great, it was cute.
When you say you did a show together, you do a drag show?
Yes, I have probably like 50-something wigs.
Now that I look at this, some of these wigs were pulled off on my old show. I recognize one.
Some of them ring a bell?
Plaintiff William Farnese claims the defendant's carelessness caused a colossal car crash. He's suing for $5,000 for car damages. Defendant Joan Shirley says that if the plaintiff wasn't speeding, they wouldn't be in court today.
Please raise your right
She
hand.
says she owes nothing.
Do you swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
I do.
Thank you. The Honorable Judge Jerry Springer now presiding. Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning, Najee.
This is case number 051 on the docket, Farnese versus Shirley.
Thanks.
You're welcome, Judge.
And welcome to both of you. We have the plaintiff, William Farnese, and you are suing the defendant, Joan Shirley, for $5,000 for car damage.
Yes, sir.
All right, William, what is your complaint?
I was on my way back from lunch off work, and I was headed down North 111, and she was headed south on 111, and she made a turn, and there was a gentleman that had stopped and motioned her to go ahead, and she didn't notice that there was 2 other lanes of traffic, and I proceeded up to where she was turning, and she hit me, which caused us to go over to the right lane.
So when you were driving, you were in the middle lane.
I was in the
You're
middle
saying.
lane, yes, sir.
According to you, when she made her turn, she hit your car, which then pushed it into the next lane.
Into the 3rd lane, yes, sir.
We have animation of exactly what you're talking about. So why don't we take a look at that now? Sir William, you are in the white car, right?
Yes, sir.
Joan, you're in the black car.
Yes, I am.
Okay, here comes the white car. The white car's in the middle lane. And here comes the defendant in the black car. You're going to turn in, looks like going to a shopping center. And you turn and oop, and there we go. Okay, that's pretty clear. Let me go to you, Joan. What happened here?
Okay, so I was going through the thrift shop, Your Honor. When I got to that turn right there, the first car, he waved me through.
Yes?
The second car
Yep.
stopped, he waved me through too, so I went through. Bam! Him.
Yeah.
I
That was a
had these.
big bang.
I had
Yeah.
these glasses on, Your Honor. When I went, bam! This is this. The glass fell
yeah, and
off.
it's a-
Everything.
oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
spin around. My car spin around like I was like, really?
Oh, man.
I was sitting in the car like,
Let's look at the animation of the defendant. And you, again, are in the black car.
yes, Your Honor.
Okay, in this animation, Bill is in the far lane already, I think.
Yes.
Lane, Your
And there goes, oh! So the difference in your interpretations both is you're saying he was already in the 3rd lane. Bill saying you pushed him into the 3rd lane.
Your Honor, he was already in the 3rd lane.
In terms of the decision, that may not make a difference whether he was in the 2nd or the 3rd lane. The issue really has to do with you crossing over and your 2 cars colliding. Nothing changes based on what lane he was in. It's who had the right of way going. Okay, now Bill, what happened after the cars hit?
Somebody called 911 and the police arrived on scene. Mrs. Shirley proceeded to get out of her car a little bit abruptly, saying that I was speeding and that it was my fault and carrying on. And then
It
the
is your fault.
police notified her that it was absolutely her fault and that there was no way for me to be speeding from the point where I turned around to where she was at. And to make a correction, I was in the 2nd lane, Your Honor.
Your
not
Honor,
the
I got
3rd.
video evidence of that. That's a lie. He was speeding because
Well, do you have a video of him speeding?
not of him speeding, but the speed limit is 45.
Right, okay, well that's...
My car is the evidence, Your Honor. If you take a look at my car, I have a video of my car at the accident
Yeah,
scene.
I'll take a look.
That is my car, Your Honor. He hit my car so bad. My car spun around. I mean, I went forward like this, Your Honor. My car went like, my car was spinning around. Speed limit is 45.
Yes?
There's no way he was going 45 when he hit me. He was flying. He was flying up this road right here. He was flying up there. When he get up there, that's where he hit me.
Now, even at 45 miles an hour, if you hit a car that is basically just turning, it's going to be substantial damage. Joan, do you have insurance?
That's the thing, Your Honor. I have a friend of
Yeah.
mine that uses my car 4 times a month. She uses my car. So I pay my car payment. She pays the insurance. So I thought everything is fine because I even give him the information, my insurance information and everything. I give the police. I was all, yeah, I got insurance. I'm good. I'm good. Then I find out when I contact my insurance company, they say, oh, no, it wasn't paid for a month and a half.
She
I'm
didn't
like,
make the payments.
what?
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay,
Okay.
you know what? The insurance will cover it, no problem. And I found out we didn't have insurance. I didn't have insurance. I was really mad.
Yeah.
And then months and months and months and months and months later, he contacted me saying that you need to pay for my car because, I was without my car and, you need to pay for my car. So, I know, yeah, we had the accident. He said, maybe we can set up a payment arrangement or something. So I was like, let me know what the damage is. What's your insurance? I got insurance number, so I called the insurance company. And they said, well, we already paid him over $3,000 already for the car, so I don't know what you're talking about. I said, well, he said he was without his car. He didn't have, didn't get his car fixed or nothing. So I tried calling him back. He never answered the phone, so I left a message letting him know that, you know what? I talked to the insurance company. Let me know what the balance is to fix your car. Ghost. I didn't hear nothing from him. The next thing I know, I'm being sued.
William, do you have insurance?
I do, sir.
Did the insurance company pay anything?
The insurance company paid $3,500 to the lien holder of the car. I didn't receive a dime.
So you had payment, before the accident, you had payments still to make on the car.
Right.
And the insurance company paid off those payments, so you don't owe anything on the car anymore.
Well, they paid $3,500, which was my uninsured motorist, sir.
But you didn't get any money in terms of fixing the car, paying damages for the car.
No, sir.
So
Your Honor, I
your
got evidence that his car is not, what he sued me for, I have evidence here. I went on Kelly Blue Book, Red Book, whatever book, and I checked it out. His car is like from $500 to $1,000.
To now fix the car, if it wasn't worth that amount of money, then why would you be suing for that?
I have the thing from my insurance company, Exhibit C.
Okay, let me take a look at Exhibit C. The base value is $6,700 pre-loss deduction. Agreed value of the vehicle, they put at $6,439.
For a
And then they had
2005
some-
Nissan? I don't think so.
I mean, here's some evidence of what this particular car was worth.
His car is not
and
even
this-
worth that, Your Honor. It's right here. The Kelly Blue Book, I got it on there. His
Yeah.
car is not worth that. He's just trying to get money from me, Your Honor, and he's not going to get that from me.
Okay, the Blue Book value of the 2005 Nissan Maxima Limited Edition is between $2,076 and $3,807. That's what the car was worth if it hadn't been in an accident. Now, I want to get to the issue of who's at fault here. The law is pretty clear. William has the right of way. Put the speed question aside. We don't have proof of how fast he was going anyway. When you cross lanes, it is up to the driver crossing the lanes not to take the advice of some other driver saying, oh, it's clear, go ahead. But you have to be clear with your own vision that there's no car coming at whatever speed. And if there is an accident while you're crossing that lane, you're going to be responsible. That's what the law is. The one crossing the lane does not have the right of way.
So why did he wait a year, over a year or something? He's just after money.
Well, whatever the motive is, he's within the statute of limitations, so he has a right to do that. I rule in his favor, but put the amount not at $5,000, but what the Blue Book says at $3,911. So verdict for the plaintiff in the amount of $3,911.
You shouldn't even get that. No.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm pretty happy with the outcome that Judge Jerry decided. She was clearly at fault.
I don't think he should have won anything, okay? Because my car got totaled. I had to get a new car, and he's suing me? I don't think so. He shouldn't have get nothing.
Plaintiff Reg Ruby Aldretti claims the defendant turned his favorite wig into a hot mess. He's suing for $193. Defendant Quincy Twix Adams claims the plaintiff is flipping his wig over nothing,
Please raise your
and
right
he
hand.
doesn't owe him a dime.
Do you swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Yes.
Thank you. The Honorable Judge Jerry Springer now presiding. Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning, Najee.
This is case number 068 on the docket, Aldretti versus Adams.
Thank you. And we have here the plaintiff, Reg Ruby Aldretti, and you are suing your former friend, Quincy Twix Adams, for $193 for a ruined wig. What is your complaint here, Reg? And do you want me to call you Reg, or your professional name is Ruby?
Either is fine with me. I honestly go by Ruby most of the time.
No, I respect that. Okay, so Ruby, and is your hair pink just for our case, or you normally wear this? Because it's very nice.
Thank you. I'm having an experimental coronavirus stuck at home dyeing my hair moment, so.
Your hair didn't turn pink because of the coronavirus. It's just
Oh,
because
yeah,
you're home.
no.
Yeah,
No, that is
that's
not-
like one of the symptoms.
That is
Okay,
not
that's
one of the
important.
symptoms. There's so many symptoms that is
Yeah.
not on the list, though.
Okay. All right, Ruby, what's your case?
I lent a wig to Quincy a couple months ago. We did a show together, and he came over to my house. It was great. It was cute. It was a cute little kiki. We had some drinks, and at the end of the night, he said,
Okay, when you say, just let me interrupt for a second. When you say you did a show together, you do a drag show?
yes.
Okay, yeah.
Normally they take place in the bars, but the past couple months we have moved to digital shows. So I do that once a week, and I like to invite another drag performer to do it with me. It just makes it a lot more fun to have a co-host, because drag is a very social, community-based
Sure.
art form. So I invited Quincy over. At the end of the night, he said, "Hey, sis, like I have a photo shoot coming up. Can you help me out? Like I need a wig. I don't have anything to wear for it." And I said, "Yeah."
I get it. Okay, Twix, how do you want to respond to this?
Hi, Your Honor. I am a performer, drag performer. I actually perform all over the city, in Phoenix and in Scottsdale. And I met Reg, or Ruby, in the clubs, and we performed together several times. It was like a working relationship. And so
Yes.
when I came over to their house for the online drag show, I thought we had a good relationship, and that, I could ask a friend to borrow something, and I don't know, obviously not.
If you look at Exhibit A, I have a shelf full of wigs. I have probably like 50-something wigs.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Especially since the virus, I've been investing a lot of money into it.
Actually, now that I look at this, some of these wigs were pulled off on my old show.
I'm sure, yeah.
I recognize one of them.
Some of them ring a bell?
Okay, so Twix is looking for a wig, and he saw some of yours. What did you do? You offered it to him?
I just said, girl, like, go get whatever wig you want. Just make sure I get it back. Like, she knows I spend coin on my wigs, like, especially lately, because I'm only seen on camera from the waist up. I started really investing into my wigs even more. So yeah, I spent $200 on a wig, and that was the one that she took.
So what happened?
Well, the photo shoot came out, and I saw it online. In Exhibit B, you can see what I ordered. It was a high ponytail. It still had the lace on it. It was like Ariana Grande style, like high pony. And then when the photo shoot came out, it was that same wig, but she had taken it down and worn it like down her back, which the reason why it was $200 was because it cost so much money to, it takes time to do that, to like sculpt the ponytail into what it is.
So Twix changed the hairstyle of it, but did Twix like cut it with scissors or anything?
I don't believe so. It looks like she just wanted it for the length. I don't know what she did. It's just not what I gave her.
I could see if she had cut it, then this suit is about you getting it back. You could still have it back and nothing would be ruined. You just have to put it back in the same style. But if you cut it, then it's ruined in terms of the length. But she didn't do that. So in other words, you could get this back and it would be, you could have the same hairstyle you wanted it to be.
I don't really want the wig back. I want a new one. The reason why it was so expensive is not because of the wig itself, it's because of the work that someone did to turn it into a high ponytail. if I got that wig back, I would have to pay to get that done again, which is basically
I see.
the same
I see.
thing.
What I do is when I can't find the right wig, a lot of you guys don't know this, but I let my eyebrows grow long and then just comb them straight back.
Yeah, I know.
And
I
that,
know some queens that do the same thing. Trust me, I've seen everything.
This is my laugh button because I don't get enough laughs. Okay. All right, so the reason it costs specifically $193 is because of the work that goes into styling it that way.
Yes.
Well, you're in the business of being an entertainer, and even though it's new to me, what Ruby was just saying about the wig, that the reason it costs $193 is because of all the preparation that went into it, wouldn't you realize that if you took that wig and tried to put a different style on it, you would be ruining the value of that wig? How do you respond to that?
Well, Your Honor, the situation was that when I asked Ruby if I could have this wig, she told me, like she said, that I could pick one out from her room. And when I went in and picked one out, the wig in question was actually on the floor in a pile of like discarded wigs. If it was that expensive of a wig, I don't think that I would have thrown it on the floor and discarded it like it was, and I would have taken better care of it. And so I think, honestly, that she is attempting to get a new wig out of the situation. And when I took the wig for the photo shoot, I actually took the ponytail out and I clipped the bangs back. And so there was no cutting involved, there was nothing like that. And the wig is actually still really cute and you're still able to use it. And so I don't think that the wig was ruined at all.
Well, I'm getting all wigged out here. I think...
Nice, nice. Gonna need batteries for that, Judge.
Yeah.
That was a good one, Your Honor.
Yeah. Okay, Twix, you do have a responsibility when you either borrow or have possession of someone else's property that they are entitled to think that it's coming back the same as when they first gave it to you.
Right.
So my judgment is in favor of the plaintiff for the $193. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
I figured that the judge would see my side of it and be in my favor, so I feel great.
I honestly don't think I could repair my relationship with Reg at this point. We still might have a professional relationship, but that's about it.
Hey, YouTube, thanks for watching. For more Judge Jerry, click here. For more Jerry Springer, click here.